Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we're looking at Festive Post again. Really loving this stamp set because there is so much that you can use on this. It coordinates with the rectangular postage stamp punch, so you can punch out these little pieces if you want to. But I want to show you ways of using just the stamp set on its own without using any other things as well, because there's so much, and particularly if you're sort of starting out, then it's a great stamp set for using lots of things. Now what we're going to do today is we're using the Stamparatus. Now the Stamparatus is, in my opinion, one of the best positioning tools that we have, and you can do all sorts with it. There are lots and lots of videos that I've done in the past using the Stamparatus in different ways, and today we're using it with my wreath template. Now I will try and put a link down below for it, but I made this one, I don't know, a year, maybe 2 years ago when the Stamparatus came out. You can buy different templates and things. This one I've used, I laminated it and I use it again and again and again. So this is what we're using. We're using a piece of 5 by 5, so a 5-inch square, and that is going to fit perfectly into the 5-inch. You can do these, I've done it in a 5-inch and a 4-inch, but on this one I'm going to use the 5-inch. And as I say, I will put a link back. Most of you know about it because you've been with me a long time and subscribed a long time, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, then as I say, if you look back on my videos, you will find it, and it's great. We're using the Love. So the Love stamp set, and I find that 2 magnets is good for this. One for keeping my template down. Because I've laminated it, it can be a little bit slidey. But we're going to position it and then just put our magnet down there like that. And we're going to put the Love literally up at the top, straight down, vertically. So we can pick it up like that, take it up carefully. Photopolymer will slightly stick, so you just have to be aware of that. I can then reposition my template. We're using 2 colours. We're going to use Magenta Madness and we're going to use a black. Now the Magenta Madness is a really vibrant, bright colour, and what I wanted to do with this particular design was to have something that was very bright and very modern. There's a lot of very modern sort of geometric type patterns out there, and this particular font is just perfect for doing something like that. So you literally just rotate it round, take it into the place that you want it on the next one, ink it up and just move it round. But as I say, I absolutely love this font. It just is beautiful. So I'm working my way round. So you can fast forward these bits if you don't want to hear me nattering. I know some people like me nattering because we get to sort of talk about all sorts of things. So whoops. Now that's the good thing about the Stamparatus. You do have the chance to ink it up again. Now I missed that little E on there, so we can just go back and do that one. I have to be careful because I keep getting ink on my hands, but you can see you can move it up quite nicely and re-ink it. So we're going to go round, just working our way round on here. Make sure that I've got it straight in on my template, which is a line-up one. I know you can have ones with cutouts, and however you use your wreath template, it works for you. So, don't just do it the way that you prefer. I've done it this way because I find that it works perfectly for me. And as I say, I've had this one for at least a year, if not 2 years. My mind, I can't remember back exactly, but I just wanted to show you a way of doing a really sort of modern card, just using a sentiment and using this lovely sort of swirly script on this. It really does look like some of these modern cards. And as I now have teenage granddaughters, I'm always looking for ways of making cards that, you know, aren't overly flowery and overly, you know, not modern. Teenagers particularly, and again a lot of stampers are looking for more modern styles, so I think that this works perfectly. So now we're going to clean this off. So you will find, as I always say, that the bright pinks and the reds and things do stain your photopolymer, but in reality it really doesn't matter. So let's turn it back to the front of the template like this. And then pink on its own, it's very bright, but it's not exactly what we want. So we are going to take this and we're going to put it in between on here so that it's not touching, but it comes. So I need to make sure that I've moved it so that it's not touching the other stamps. So just ease it up so it's in between but not touching. So I think just about there will work. And then we can pick that up again. And you'll find that colours that go well with really bright is the black. So Magenta Madness, which is this incredibly vibrant pink, and a black just work beautifully. So whichever your preferred black is, and we're going to stamp this in between, and then just move it round. So we're going to go all the way round, exactly the same, and this one is going to come in between. And the nice thing about the Stamparatus is that it's a great positioning tool. It is, as I said, it's the only one I've bought, so I can't turn around and say that, you know, I can compare it to others, but I've never ever needed or wanted any of the others, because this does everything I want it to do. I don't use it often enough, to be quite honest, and I really should, because it does make stamping so easy, and particularly if you are going out to classes and things like that, it's a great thing to take with you, because you don't need to take lots of blocks and things. You can just take the Stamparatus and you can do everything you want on it. So as I say, I think it's brilliant. So we're just going round again, all the way round, just working round. Like that. I'm just lining it up. But as I say, I really love this this really squirrely love. It just gives such a beautiful look, and as I say, very sort of modern, which I think sometimes it's quite nice to do. Just a really modern card. Say, we all love our flowers and we all love our colouring and all of those sorts of things, but it's nice sometimes to do something a little bit different, and this is a really simple way of doing it, but it does look, now I need to take that off, take this magnet and put it back on my little shelf so it doesn't come down, and then I can just wipe that piece off. And that's why I said it's really good to have this little laminated thing, because as I say, I just laminated it and I used our grid paper as well. So, you know, it's something that if you want to have your own template, it's worth having a go at doing it, rather than, as I say, buying any of the ones that are on the market. If you want to buy them, fantastic, but as I say, for me, I'm all about trying to save as much as I can. I like to spend my pennies on my stamp sets and all my products and things, and not necessarily spend them all on accessories and things. Okay, so now we have our lovely piece, which, as you can see, has got this really, really beautiful black and that Magenta Madness, and we need to sort of finish it off. So what I've done is we have got a piece of, so this is 5 by 5. I've then got a piece of black, which is 1/4 of an inch bigger. So that's 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. And then I took a piece of the in colour patterned paper pack, which is double-sided, and I've used this side on there, so you've got the pink coming in on there. And then I would use a card base, as I say, 1/4 of an inch bigger. And then all I did was I've taken the little petal punch and I've just punched out 2, one in the Magenta Madness patterned paper and one in the black. Put a little gem in there, and that can sit just prettily sort of in on the centre like that. You could stamp something inside, you could put a bow inside, you could do whatever you want. But I think as a pattern, just using this one stamp from Festive Post makes a beautiful, very different card, which is modern, great for a teenager or a younger person, or just somebody who likes, you know, very geometric sort of styling. So thank you so much for watching me. As always, all the details will be below in the description box, with links across to buy any of the products that you see. Look forward to seeing you again. And as always, stay safe, stay well, and be kind. Bye-bye.